That's the thing the Aztecs worshipped, and the other, Quetzalcoatl's supposed to be like a good guy or something.
Yeah.
There's always dumb names, but if you look at what all of them were doing with sacrifice, human sacrifice, it's what Hillary Clinton does, and it's what this fuck does, and it's what this fuck probably does. It's what they all fucking do because they're a different species than you, and they want to establish that by eating you and using your parts and all that shit. Yeah, no, it's that bad, everyone. So now when you hear about the spacemen and the aliens, and I bring this up to everybody who talks about all the UFOs and all the whatevers, okay? You better figure that shit into where does that fit? Anybody? Where does like weird snake worship fit involving cannibalism? Did the aliens say anything about it when they came from space to see how Earth is doing? Did the spacemen say? I think I'm like filled with a lot of bitterness, Ben.
I know, and you look. Half of our problem really is Arizona, and I don't know why it's Havasu.
It's the veil's thinner, and that's where you get a lot of fucking crazy occult shit. Satanism's kind of like a rubric, you throw it out as a thing, and other people told me like the real high up shit. There's like necromancers living under Precambrian mountains and shit, doing stuff you can't fucking imagine that you didn't even in a million years. You could make a movie out of it or something, and like they don't name. They'll take on old timey cult names to fuck with the lower levels. The lower levels might think they're in whatever Illuminati. I bet a lot of black acts think they're in the Illuminati, and they're not. They're in some chump thing that they gave people, just like Diddy. I saw somebody, one of Bob Marley's like illegitimate kids. He's like he left a lot of sperm around, I guess. And but she's talking about how Diddy was told it was used as a living altar.
Really?
Yeah, his mom. I mean, in the documentary, unless you weren't paying close attention, they definitely inferred it. Clearly, he had gay tendencies, and his mom tried to make him not be gay by fucking him. That's clearly what was being intimated there. If it went over your head, then I don't know, go rewatch it, and you'll see that they're suggesting it highly. A living altar. She had pimps and all these disgusting gang members and a lot of Caribbean, a lot of magic shit, and a lot of black boule motherfuckers. You know how Jay-Z and Beyonce fled the country? Boule, those motherfuckers. And they used him as a living altar. And I mean, I don't know if I need to be explicit, but yeah, they did shit on him. I'm sure that's part of it.
Yeah, I mean,
probably the best part was just being shit on, I would imagine. That was probably the more positive part of his childhood. Okay. And so they're trying, they do like soul inversion rituals, because if you're going to be successful in this world, you better be able to be prepared to get shit on at an orgy and then eat some.
But that's why I'm saying it's Satanism, because you're calling it soul inversion. Like it has to be the inversion of the thing that's actually.
Well, adversaryism, sure, they hate you. They're your adversary. Satan's a position. It's not a guy's name. It's a position. The adversary. Okay, the antagonist.
Yeah.
Okay, so it basically means that, like, I'm against. So all these people that are humanists are actually, they hate humans.
Yeah, Peter Thiel says that in the Epstein files. He says,
what?
Here, I'll pull it up. I'm going to quote him exactly.
Look at these Derpstein files real quick.
Yeah, because we're doing the Derpstein files here with Quirp.
It was mostly me complaining about that podcast Lev had through that I was on. I didn't say it was Epstein. I said it was Derpstein file.
Let me find it. 1 second.
This tiger stripe jacket's too warm, Ben.
Too warm?
I need a ponytail for my hat.
Oh, by the way, there's a lot of False Memory Syndrome Foundation stuff in the files too. We can get to that later.
Well, the False Memory Syndrome Foundation was founded by Satanists.
Correct.
The Temple of Satan.
Correct.
So False Memory Syndrome is a made-up thing from the government to cover up that they were splitting and repressing memories in kids.
McMartin, Presidio.
Yeah, McMartin Preschool, they were guilty. They did have tunnels under there. They did.
Yeah.
Those were in the blueprints.
Ted Gunderson did a whole thing on it. He found tunnels. There was pentagrams under there. There's like a plate with a pentagram on it or something weird.
Yeah, no, that was all real, and they covered it up because his family, his great something, put the new torch in the Statue of Liberty or something in 19 or whatever. He's from a real Illuminati bloodline, according to the Fritz Springmeier books. Which, by the way, are good books, hard to get.
This is from Jeffrey Epstein to Peter Thiel. It says this was June 2016. No? Can I?
This would be the name of the show. Can you put it up?
Let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me figure out how to present. Share screen.
Corp drop today.
Share screen. Okay, hold on. Allow. Let's see here. I got a lot of stuff pulled up. Hold on.
Right.
Let me pull
Let me
up.
read the rest of these comments.
I got it.
Oh.
I got it. Is this it? Wait, fuck. I don't think that's it.
Thanks.
Wait,
Jeff.
got it. Okay, can you see this?
Yes. I mean, it's not really a good. I'm just yapping. It's not really,
Says so from Jeffrey Epstein to Peter Thiel. And by the way, none of this can be, this is a guy who pled guilty to securing a minor for soliciting a minor for prostitution in 2008, 2009. Bill Gates, everybody that's saying, "Oh, we didn't," they're completely full of shit.
Peter Thiel, Templar, by the way, a Templar, supposedly. That's what he's esoteric Christian. That's why he gives those revelation talks that don't make any fucking sense. Because a Templar, they're serpent worship. The Templars are not good. They were never good. If you see that Timothy Hogan guy go around,
no,
he's on all the podcasts. I've never met him. Maybe he's a nice guy if you meet him. If you think that guy's a grandmaster of the Templars and didn't engage in this kind of shit, you're out of your fucking mind. If he is who he says he is. If he's not, then I don't know.
It says from Jeffrey Epstein to Peter Thiel, 2016, return to tribalism, counter to globalization, amazing new alliances. You and I both agreed zero interest rates were too high. And as I said in your office, finding things on their way to collapse was much easier than finding the next bargain. Yeah,
this was all in Ayn Rand. This is all in that fucking Atlas Shrugged books where John Galt, a.k.a. Edmund de Rothschild, who that bitch dated, that stupid bitch Ayn Rand that people think is good, but she's a piece of shit Illuminati who dated a fucking Rothschild. And in that fucking book, the oligarchs go to an island called Atlantis, right? And they blow up the infrastructure and the wings fall off the planes and the things that are happening now. They're doing it now. So that's what that's about. They're all on the same side. Yeah, no, they kill each other and they poison each other and they do Game of Thrones shit, but you're something for them to eat or sexually assault and throw away or use as a toy soldier in a war that makes them rich. People hate when I bring this up, by the way, on stage. I don't understand. They all shut down when I say this. We haven't won a war in 80 years.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you have a military industrial complex and then never win a war ever the fuck again?
We've never installed a democracy anywhere. As soon as we leave, it goes back to whatever they were, doing. From Vietnam to Afghanistan, name it. It's all fake. And I think in these Epstein,
wait, RA texted me from he came on with Gary Wayne and he goes, Timothy Hogan drinks AIDS for breakfast. That is exactly what I was getting at, dude.
Drinks AIDS for breakfast.
He's got these bags under his eyes where I'm like, this guy chain smokes because he goes, I've been in the order since I was 8. So do I got to draw you a picture what the fuck that means? I don't think I do. Will you put it back on that thing, Ben? I'm sorry. I got interrupted by RA.
You want me to share? By the way, look at this. Let me share this. Hold on. Because I forgot how much they used to really, really. I mean, they had the world by the balls, man. When they were getting people debanked and Alex Jones thrown off, right?
Yeah, it's all play.
Remember this in the Atlantic?
Put it up there so I can see.
Can you not see it?
No. Yeah, no, that's the whole thing's a play. It's like wrestling.
Oh, there it goes. It's delayed.
Yeah. Oh, it only took one chick to write this with 2 first names by Caitlin Tiffany. Caitlin Tiffany, are you of the Tiffany's? I mean, talk about a name of boarding school. Talk about the name of a girl who was without a doubt molested by a parent and then zapped with a taser to forget. Am I right? I mean, come on. I want to know who Caitlin Tiffany is. Yeah, the sex thing that wasn't. How about Michael Tracy, that little butterball? How about that little fucker? You know who that is, right?
Michael Tracy. Is he gone missing, by the way? We need to have a eulogy for him or something.
Oh, how about that worthless fuck Ben Shapiro, that Chabad fucking traitorous intel fuck Ben Shapiro, who's here to do disinfo for fucking Chabad. He's a Lubavitcher. You know that scumbag Schneerson that the Lubavitchers worship as the Messiah, these scum? He was a fucking piece of shit. And that's the faction that killed Yitzhak Rabin. Like how the IRA has Sinn Féin, right? Although the IRA, you could argue, hey, they had reasons to be blowing shit up. You could argue if you wanted, if you're Irish. I'm sure you do want to argue that. Whereas this is Haggadah and Irgun and all those gangs. That's their political face. So Ben Gvir, that fuck, and all those people that control Bilbo, not a Jew who. That's what they were. And what Kabbalah does, in case you're wondering why the Ten Commandments were a thing in the 90s, that's because the Schneerson cult was pushing Judeo-Christian values, which are not a thing. There's Abrahamic values. The reason they made up Judeo-Christian was to exclude the Muzzies.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they did that. They even did a apartheid of the term Abrahamic values. And what Islamophobia, anything with phobia on it, I think is a term for idiots to use. It makes no fucking sense. But Islamophobia isn't it, because anti-Semitism should cover Arabs. It's a language grouping. It's not genetic. It's nothing to do with your genetics. And by the way, the genetics are the people that are from there, so they should count as Semites because they are. But they've even been excluded from the word that covers them. So that's why they had to make up Islamophobia, like a two-state solution of boohoo words. Okay, wait. What a fucking joke, dude. Okay, Caitlin Tiffany. Oh my goodness, a staff writer at the Atlantic. When you put Atlantic in something, you know it's going to be quality, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, those guys have been talking about transhumanism for like the last 14 years. I don't know who's running that thing, but they're preparing us for the worst, I guess.
Wait, why don't we look at her? I don't see her saying nothing about these drops from Epstein. Oh, no word from her. Caitlin.
I mean,
Caitlin Tiffany hasn't had shit to say for a little bit.
I almost feel bad making fun of these people because they make so little money and they're complete losers typically.
No, they're not. They're rich kids. Why do you think they can afford to do that? Do you understand how journalism works? You don't need to go to school for journalism. That was never a thing. But they want to make it a thing. That's been the plan for a while. Rule by experts. It's in Tragedy and Hope. The plan is for rule by experts. So people go, well, he's not a real journalist. Journalism is when you just do journalism. That's a journalist. Much like a stand-up. When you see your stand-ups, like, you'll never be hey, Steve-O, you'll never be a real stand-up. Yeah, he is. He probably sells tickets. What the fuck are you talking about? Did you think that you were some kind of elevated fucking thing? You're one notch above a pro wrestler, but you're below a porn star and a magician. That's a fact.
Way below. I mean, Michael Tracy, by the way, his whole thing too he's been talking about the satanic panic, and none of this was real, and it was a moral panic.
Yeah, so he likes teen girl. My girl's like, he's into teen chicks because she looked at him. That's what she assumed. I've met him in person. He's a little oily Danny DeVito of a man, and it's so disingenuous. It's like he's probably going for those clip bounties that is it Nick Sorter that expose that clip house bounties. They put up we want this phrase said. What it was just teen girls, and they repeat the phrase and you get a bounty from it, but you're not getting paid like you're an asset. You have to work for it. It's like Squid Games. So all these like Ian Childs Mong and in Childs Mong in fucking Malaysia, wherever the fuck he is, sucking up to Elon with his fake posts. That cocksucker.
Oh, Ian Miles Chong. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes for those. That's why when they got rid of the feature, you notice, where you could see what country was tweeting what from where. They got rid of that, right?
I tried to do it the other day and I couldn't see where someone was from because I was for sure it was India. I couldn't find out.
They got rid of it because Elon's handler, he has a Mormon guy who's his right-hand man. That's his sperm handler, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why he would have a Mormon that close to him from the Mormon fucking mafia, but when you hear Mormon mafia, what that means is left-hand path of God Mormonism. A lot of Mormons probably don't know that's even a thing. And that's because you're in the stupid cattle part of it. You're probably real nice, and you don't drink coffee, so your meat's extra better than mine. Right? Good breeding stock and eating feet, and you go in that fucked up temple with your magic fucking underpants, and then a entity gets attached to you like the cow you are.
Super glam.
Some of my best friends. And then your elder, Elder Munson and fucking Gordon B. Hinckley. Gordon B. Hinckley was a fuck. It's already well known, but read J.R. Sweet's book, because J.R. Sweet's from a real good Mormon family. They put him in Monarch, and the stuff he describes is a lot worse than that George H.W. Bush yacht with baby eating. It's actually
all that
way
stuff,
more intense.
Is it all just family grape? I was graped by my family. They were graped by their family.
A massive ritual inside. I tried to bring it up with Giorgiani, but he didn't want to talk about it. But he didn't say no, but I can tell he wasn't even talking about it because I think he's a little too sympathetic to that left-hand path shit myself. I don't think he is that. He looks like he's a guy who's very independent, and because they stitched him up as being an alt-right founder.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he got used, and he probably got used by someone close to him. He hangs out with a lot of Ukrainians, and let's face it, they're not, I like them, but I wouldn't trust none of them. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't, you know, if like when somebody goes, "Hey, you should take a trip to Israel." I was talking to Alex Stein and that chick that when he hosted for Tim Pool, and he yelled at that fucking Zionist fucking operative, and that bitch was winding him up on purpose so he could look bad for yelling. He was also yelling at the other guy, but they made it look like he's yelling at her. But she should be yelled at. She's a dumb bitch. She was like, why would Epstein wear a shirt that says Mossad? You think he'd be dumb enough to do that? No, you fucking yenta bitch. I think he'd be arrogant enough to do that because he has blackmail on all our leaders. He can afford, works for a shitbalm government that sent you and is paying off Tim Pool so I can look at your dingbat yenta face. I would have fucked you, I'll be honest. I'm way into fucking Bible. Yo,
Quirp,
you know I'm into Bible pussy, brother. Nobody can say I'm not.
Quirp puts on the hat.
Yo, when
and
Quirp
shows up. He goes, "Where's the Diddy altar?"
A corpse
I'm
been
here.
up in some curly ass Bible pussy. I assure you of that.
Walking into the Diddy party with that hat and the pipe,
I ain't
and rubbing your hands together like this.
Now, yeah, hand me some of them. I'll leave her for 7 years to marry the sister or some Bible shit. Ain't nothing against Jews. If anybody says bad shit about Jews, I trash them because I don't care about your religion. You be whatever religion you want. This is about politics. And the politics is run by one God, and it ain't none of the ones you think. Well, not you, but all these people. The God of the world is not your God that you think is good. That's why they mix it up with Gnosticism, and they go, "Oh, the archons, and the one you think is God is not God." They are absolutely right, Gnostics, saying that. They're leaving out the part that it's the God they made for you that's fake. You understand? The Masons architected false gods for you. That's what the Masons. You know where the Masons came from?
No.
Herod Agrippa.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. 43 AD, Herod Agrippa. It's in a book called Dissipation of the Darkness. Came out in 1825. It says the author's dead right in the book, so I don't know if the guy, and he was from one of them converso families, and he wrote a book, and this is when the height of everybody anti-Mason. The first third party in America is called the Anti-Mason Party. We've been here before. We've been right here before, okay? But nobody remembers shit. So this guy explained that Herod Agrippa, because Christianity took off so much, and I think it was just populism. I keep saying this to people, like, forget your religious feelings. It's populism. You see how Lev didn't like how the fringe is suddenly coming up? Did you hear that? And when he's talking to me, he goes, "Yeah, but it's more popular to say the establishment sucks." Yes, because it's true, Lev. So you're acting like the truth doesn't matter. And what matters is my effect on people's loosh, whatever the fuck. I don't say that word. Loosh? Oh, you mean what? They're fucking the shit that the elites harvest out of kids' bodies? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. That Monroe Institute shit? He worked for the government. He's a fuck. Fuck him. Okay? I'm not saying loosh. You know what loosh is? It's people that are like internet trolls, or like if you have a fucking who's that guy who puts a lot of work into editing and was attacking Duncan for a while. I forget his dumb name. But that's loosh harvesting, trying to like troll someone to respond to you. And if I expend the energy and I don't get a return, then I've lost energy.
Yeah, that's Fuentes' whole thing with the Epstein thing right now. Like, we're just doing it to piss you off. That's the whole point.
Yeah, well, he has never, ever been good. I don't know why anyone is fooled by him at all. It's still a mystery to me to this day. God bless Kiwi Farms doing the good work on a lot of shit, especially with this. The guy from Kiwi Farms on the first episode with Duncan.
Someone said, someone tweeted, I retweeted, it was pretty funny. They said, when Fuentes dies, they'll hang a special portrait of him in the halls in Langley. They'll put a big one up of him.
Or probably whatever Jesuit order fucked his ass and made him in a fucking test tube. He's an abomination. Yo, that motherfucker better hope that they never have a Tradcath awakening, because just his weirdo-looking hand claws alone is a sign of a witch, and he'll be burning on a bundle of sticks, if you know what I mean. A lot of bundles of sticks around that dude.
But the thing is like, if you listen to the, like, you know, Palantir, they don't need Epstein anymore, like Whitney Webb said, because they have Palantir now. And Epstein actually introduced Palantir to was it to Thiel, or I can't remember who. But
Epstein's not that bright, by the way. He's not impressive at all to hear him speak. There's nothing he's saying. I would put him on par with Nick Fuentes in terms of how impressing it is. I give it to Nick. Nick's actually probably better. Epstein just sounds like Woody Allen saying midwit shit to me. I never heard him say anything I thought was interesting.
Supposedly he's a math savant. I haven't found any evidence of that.
Yeah, no, he's a plant. He's there in the interview with Bannon, in the first 4 minutes, he lays it all out. No one's going to mention this, but it's a big deal. David Rockefeller, the guy who owned Anarchy Lucas, David Rockefeller, the real bad Satan one of the Rockefellers, and Henry Kissinger, one of the biggest pieces of shit, somehow a Jew and a Nazi. It turns out there's a lot of that. Okay? That Henry Kissinger, who should, and all of them were friends of Henry Kissinger, all the celebrities, all the politicians were all, oh, he's very respected. Yeah, because he's a devil. That's why, you fucking assholes. Well, fuck all your work you've done if you work and go. I want you to know what a piece of shit. You've done nothing but the devil's work. You start snitching, start violating your dirty blood oath to Satan, motherfuckers, because that's the only way out. If you're not going to do it, we're never getting out of this. Stop believing in your fucking government. Stop being in a Mithraic system of initiation where you show you're cool and they let you know a little bit more.
That's a damn.
Abrams,
When you
story fucking mystery box shit.
When you look into like the weapons of war that killed all the Jews in the Holocaust and killed people, like there's a Jewish chemist.
The Rockefellers are behind the Nazis. They're behind the Lenin, Marxists, the Soviets. I always know when someone is either lying or they just don't know shit when they start going on about Soviet communism. And you either have an agenda or, more likely, there's very few people at the top to even like purposely like put that out there. Everybody's so brainwashed with nonsense. Wall Street made all the things. It's gain of function research. They want to know how to control you the best. And that's why we're going to have Chinese communism here. We're not as good. It won't be as good as China, but we're having China surveillance, and we already have Chinese organ theft. We already have that. Don't say that. Don't be mad at the China man. Trump let all these H-1Bs in from China. He let them all in. Remember? So he betrayed you, you stupid fucks. He betrayed you because your government always planned to betray you. You're a fool if you're still loyal. You are a fucking fool if you still believe in it.
I know.
Or you're mind controlled. And this is a more mind control country than North Korea. Okay, North Korea doesn't even have the tech to mind control the way we do. We're way better at it.
The people that are still all in are like, I mean, is Ian Miles Chong, that worm? Is he even on his side? Like, I know Cat Turd is.
He's after money. There's most of the people are just after money. That's how this
Tom McDonald
and this scumbag and all their friends set up the system so that you have to you know how the Squid Games was so popular that Mr. Beast is doing it on fucking Netflix. Like, oh, notice how nothing happened with Mr. Beast with any of that controversy, didn't you? You saw that, didn't you?
What was the Mr. Beast stuff again?
Oh, the lolly shit with his weird trans friend and Rockefeller, paid for by Rockefellers. The Rockefellers, not Jewish, by the way, are they? No, but they're scioned into the thing. And the Rockefellers are scum. And I've known they were scum. Get this. From back when I wrote for Marin at the Chevy Chase roast, when it was still the Friars Club roast, the year before the Rob Reiner one with all the pedo jokes at him. And I'm going, there's an intermission, I'm going to get something to drink, and there's this guy in like an all white, nice suit. I don't know. He had a foreign accent. He goes, fucking Rockefeller scum. You don't know what fucking scum these Rockefellers are. And no, I didn't. I was like, oh shit, that sounds like some personal shit. I don't know. I'm just here. So I wrote some jokes and but yeah, no, they're the scum of the earth.
Why do these actors scum? Why did these actors all grape their families, by the way?
Well, if you get Rob Reiner's 1997 video about how to touch your kid properly, which thank God he made that because no one knew how to hold a baby before Rob fucking Reiner, right? Nobody knew.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, you don't know about that? Yeah. Yeah. That's the most suspicious thing of all, besides the mouth kisses with dad. The most suspicious thing is that because he states clearly, he doesn't tell you to molest anyone. I'm not saying that at all. He just really stresses the first 3 months are the most important and will program your child the rest of their life. I don't know if he says program, but he says it like that, like it will program them. So if you read between the lines, see, let's look at Mormonism. There's something for the chump class, and there's something for the people with the eyes to see in it. It's for magicians. It's cover for a coven. That's what Mormonism is. That's why their temple has Freemason shit on it and not crosses and shit. Not that I think crosses. Hey, Pentecostals, you worship the devil too, motherfuckers. Fuck you. But I'm just to pick on the Mormons for a minute. It's set up by a magician on purpose so that there's two levels of sight. How the Simpsons, stupid people and smart people used to both like the Simpsons. It had something for everybody. Get it? So what I think that video is if you're in one of these families that does this, and it's a lot of them in Hollywood, this is special instructions that the uninitiated don't understand. Or those disgusting VTubers that like to talk about kani, which is a crab or something in Japanese, but they're trying to say a word for an underage child's vagina, and they're trying to be cute about it. Okay, I saw this is why Kiwi Farms does fucking great work of cataloging these scum. That's why they get attacked a lot. I'm sure there are waiters on it too. I bet some of them are even waiters. I don't give a fuck. I want the info, and I don't want to get gaslit because believe it or not, the stuff these fucking like Kiwi Farms nerds look at is connect. It goes all the way up. I don't even think I could convince the guy that runs it how big of a deal it is. I think he doesn't believe me, but I'm right. It don't matter as long as they keep doing what he's doing. Good for him. That shit is connect. And so he was the one that was talking about how if you say, "Hey, you guys are pedos doing a thing," they'll gaslight you. Oh, shut up. Oh, look at you, paranoid, satanic. It's the same tricks every time, dude. For everybody, they gaslight you.
Yeah, you got called a conspiracy theorist, like on the.
Yeah, no, and I'm still unclear as to why that's a problem. Why is that a problem?
I don't know. I thought that was a good thing.
No, people say it like it's bad, but why is it bad? Why aren't you? My question is, why aren't you? Why would you be? Especially right now, dude. There's people that don't have no more questions about none of this. Right? They don't got no. They want to talk about some dumbass shit that. I mean, it's almost hard for me to choke back the vomit at the things people are interested in that I talk to.
Yeah, I mean, as big as you think the Epstein files are, there's probably a 200 to 300 times the amount of interest in football games this weekend.
Yeah, wow, what a dumbass you are if you still like that. It's fixed, assholes. Sports are fixed. You think they would, much like the vote. You don't have any democracy, and all the things are fixed down to the relationships of the players, because many of them are still slaves. Do you know Senator Robert Byrd used to brag he owned Larry Bird? And that was one of the jokes. You know, I own Larry Bird. My name's Bird. Yeah. It's in Kathy O'Brien's book. Kathy O'Brien, bless her heart, still thinks Trump is going to bring it down from the inside. Well, I hope she's right and I'm wrong.
I hope she's right too. I mean, I don't know, man.
The boomer victims of mind control are different just than the ones my age and down. So Gen X and the fucking Zoomer, whatever, all those ones, they don't have faith in Trump like that at all. And nor should they.
Sorry, they're roofing on top of my house right now, so I'm trying to put the noise gate up enough that I can talk and you can't hear the hammers. They're trying to come in through the ceiling right now, Quirp.
Yeah.
They're trying to descend on me right now. I went to the SoFi Arena to see a football game this season. Our ad lady got us tickets, and we went. And every 15 seconds, there's a big screen in front of us, and it flashes Anderl. You know the Parker Lucky?
Yeah, why was it doing that? That's a hypnotic trick. What is it? Are you at the Zoolander convention? What the fuck is that?
It would flash in between. Everybody would go, yay, and it would slash Anderl.
What was this?
At a football game. I was at the Dodgers, or not Dodgers, Chargers. It was Chargers and...
dude, this is like...
I couldn't believe what I was seeing, Kurt. It was like a full hypnotization of like...
Yeah, don't worry about the chip in your head. Guys, the chip in your head, you don't got to worry about. They don't need a chip. They were doing the chips in the 90s. So don't worry about that.
All these games, there's fighter jets flying over. What does the Air Force have to do with
Because it's a Masonic ritual. In baseball that they're doing the sigil of the compass, but it's all the same thing. It's why, human head basketball is just basketball now. That goes back a long way. It's social cohesion. It's just programming, social programming. And if that football's not your thing, buddy, guess what? I'll make some Star Wars for you.
It's just so, I know, right? I know. So you can be an elder millennial that just collects Funko Pops.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not a fucking... I'm sure that just naturally happened because we're all bad. And not because there's been a conspiracy against you the whole time. I'm sure it's just that black people are bad and stupid. And I'm sure just the Jews are bad. And the white people, and just women are bad. And I'm sure the Muslims, it's because if you can make that one group go away, then it will... No, assholes, you're all cattle. There's only food and not food. And it don't go by your skin color or your hair. All the shit you think, especially people that are nationalists. Like, I really want to talk to that fucking... Lotus operators, Sargon of Akkad, because he made a great point one time.
Yeah, the guy who got kicked off Patreon for.
I know. Look, whatever. I don't care about all the bullshit of like rivalries with people or whatever. But one point he made that I think about a lot is he goes, I never understood why people have to try to shoot the president. Like, he's only there for 4 years or 8 years. Why would you?
That's a good point.
He wasn't even like, it wasn't a slam on America. It was just a valid point. Yeah, you wouldn't have to. No one would have to. And I don't think anyone ever has on their own. I think only rich people doing these tricks get, just like if you're in prison in Oz, remember the guy had a gun, but you can't shoot a gun in prison. So you have to give it to another guy, right? He had to do an RFK assassination using a French guy who was getting picked on because he was smart enough to know he can't pull the trigger. It's a real simple concept. I don't think a single person who shot at a president just did that on their own because they wanted to impress Jodie Foster, or I don't believe any of that. They do hypnotic induction. This is old shit. It's been around forever. They've done it to you your whole life, by the way. Why do you think it's far-fetched? So these files dropped, right? And they're going to mount their cover-up. Because they're going to mount to nothing. Legally, anyway. And most of the people are going to go watch fucking football, whatever. I'm sorry to pick on football. I'm really like, I don't know why I'm harping on that. I don't like.
You should be picking on golf. That's where they're burying all these girls. The 19th hole, Trump National.
Is that right?
That said, reportedly, Trump, warned a girl that he would turn her into fucking fertilizer like all the others if she didn't keep her mouth shut. This is an FBI tip. This is an FBI report.
Well, maybe that's one of the tips. Well, maybe he was just threatening her and they weren't going to do that. Maybe he just threatened him.
Maybe he was all bark, no bite.
The account on Twitter, the kids can't save themselves, always find some good shit. And oh wait, did I send you this one? Hold on, I'm gonna send you a really good one, dude. Because guess what? Okay, yo, dude, I should have done this one first. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. This is from Red Panda Koala. My bad, Red Panda Koala. I'm giving it to Ben and Mark, and this is, and when I got this fucking thing sent to me from the files, I was just in the middle of telling somebody about it, and all of a sudden it pops up in the files.
This is the FBI report, Kurt. You want me to share it real quick?
Yeah, please.
Okay, here we go. Sharing. So it's delayed on my end when I share the screen. Hold on. Right here. Okay, tell me if that's coming up. Yep, there it is. You see that, Kurt?
It's hard for me to read. You read it, so I can't. It's like too small.
So Trump funded underage sex parties at the Donald Trump golf course, and allegedly a young girl was strangled and buried at the golf course's 19th hole. This is an FBI report from 2021. Was recently interviewed by an FBI agent. Is redacted. However, he felt triggered as a victim and did not report all the information. Had recordings of Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell discussing marketing strategies for high-profile sex parties at the Donald Trump golf course. However, mailed the recordings to a lawyer in the Cayman Islands. Blank was part of the Sinaloa cartel and worked closely with Epstein and Maxwell. However, he was able to walk away from the cartel due to his status with Epstein and Maxwell. In the recordings, Trump stated he was aware of the underage sex parties and charged the house money of the golf course to fund the sex parties. Blank witnessed Robin Leach strangle a young girl during a sex party.
Oh, yeah, that one I heard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too bad that all the comics that do Robin Leach impressions were. My girl didn't know who Robin Leach was. Like, almost nobody remembers who Robin Leach is for some reason. But he's the guy. The lifestyles of the rich and famous. I mean, think of the sketches you could make now with this file.
Yeah, just.
And if he was still relevant, but like that was the show, the original show where you gawk at the lifestyles of rich people who are grabbing your kids and strangling them at parties. You fucking idiots. Dude, how many people you know that like to look at rich people shit, just like look at their stuff?
Sure.
Or just want to talk. I understand why there's all these podcast hate things. Like, I mean, fucking, they go after Bert nonsense. I love Bert. I don't have nothing against Bert, and I always want to be okay. And I know him a long time.
I took my thing off the screen. You can't see it, right?
No, people fucking. If you talk about your new watch and your people don't want to hear that shit right now, dude. They don't want to hear it. It sets them off. They don't want to hear how it's their fault. They're poor. People.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they
trying to explain that. Not that
Bert,
maybe he said that. I don't know, but just flaunting your wealth as a thing is like old money knows not to do that anyway. But the dollar's about to collapse, and they're taking all the power for AI fucking power. It's insane what they're doing, and they're doing an ice pageant with mass guards that go to fucking Israel to get trained now. So they send Mexicans on an Israel exchange program so they can go catch fatter Mexicans, I guess. Fucking funny as shit, dude. Tel Aviv has an ICE office. Why would Tel Aviv have an ICE office? That doesn't make any sense, does it?
I saw the Department of Homeland Security's Twitter account was founded in Israel, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah.
It said account created in Tel Aviv.
Why shouldn't our best friends handle all our security for us?
I think it might have said Jerusalem or something.
Oh,
They probably founded it right on the fucking
the
rock.
capital of the Noahide techno state. Do you know what a Noahide is, right?
No. Oh, you told me about this yesterday on the phone.
It's like a dhimmi from Muslims. So they don't want you, Chabad, because they're fucking racist at the end of the day. They don't want you converting to Judaism, but they want you to obey certain Noah laws. That this is not from the Bible. This is from the
why don't they?
Babylonian
But they
Talmud.
have the 10 Commandments. Why do they need this? Do not commit murder. Do not. By the way,
No,
they
it's for
break
you.
all these.
It's not, no, Torah's not for you. You're going to just obey them, be an obedient fucking goy, and Noahide. So when you hear about a Christian saying Shabbat Shalom, they're not a Christian. They're a fucking Noahide. And I just read a fucking article praising this. This came out in the 90s. This is the Schneerson movement. This is intel shit. So it's all to infiltrate religions and fucking make them how you want them.
I know Erica Kirk told a story that she said every time Charlie Kirk came home, he would say like Shabbat Shalom or something.
Yes, that's Noahide bullshit. You don't have to keep the Sabbath. Unless you're Jewish, but Christians don't have to do that. Christians don't have to memorize the 10 fucking commandments neither. That's Hebrew scriptures. I'm not saying Old Testament. People say Old Testament. It's the Hebrew scriptures. So I'm not insulting them. But that Jesus is the fulfillment of the law. So you don't have to do that shit. He gave you 2 commandments: love God above all, everyone else, and love your neighbor as yourself, which covers those. You don't have to keep Sabbath. So you don't have to tithe. That's the thing that they do in fake churches that aren't really Christian, tithing. No, you don't have to do that. You give what you want. It's supposed to be voluntary, free choice. It's not a fucking organization above you. It's not an authority. God's your authority, and you're supposed to be respectful. No, you're not supposed to be out hurting people or causing a riot. See, they want you to riot. That's why they're making you mad with things every day, because they want violence. That gives them more control. If you stop doing violence, they're going to start doing it to you probably, because they need to rile it up. That's what they did in Iran. They sent. By the way, idiots, I already know the story of Iran. They're trying to tell me this. And there's people who don't know. People who I like are like, no, Iran, the Ayatollah. First of all, America installed the Ayatollah. America did that. The Trilateral Commission. Zbigniew Brzezinski. Jeffrey Epstein is on the Trilateral Commission. Wouldn't you know it? And the Rockefellers, they thought they could make more money somehow putting the Ayatollah in. So that's why so that's America's fault. The end. That's America's fault. The first one is Britain's fault. Okay, and Israel's fault. Of course, Israel's always involved. But
Sure.
Now that these fucking humps want to do this Greater Israel project, and we have a Greater America project. That's what the Greenland thing is. That's why IDF people are moving to Argentina and burning down land. That's when Malay changed that law, so you can, if something burns down, you just buy it for some reason. That's why they're over there doing that. That's on the map that Epstein's Nazi grandpa made. But why are Jews and Nazis working together? How could Ukraine have Nazis if Zelensky is a Jew? I don't know what a beard is. I'm going to sit here and pretend I don't know what beards are. Fucking assholes.